39. The friendly and flowing savage. Who is he? Is he waiting for civilization, or past it and mastering it? Is he some Southwesterner raised out of doors? Is he Canadian? Is he from the Mississippi country, Iowa, Oregon, California? The mountains, prairie life, bush life, or sailor from the sea? Wherever he goes, men and women accept and desire him. They desire he should like them, touch them, speak to them, stay with them. Behavior lawless as snowflakes, words simple as grass, uncombed head, laughter, naivete, slow stepping feet, common features, common modes, and emanations. They descend in new forms from the tips of his fingers. They are wafted with the odor of his body or breath. They fly out of the glance of his eyes. 40. Flaunt of the sunshine, I need not your bask. Lie over. You light surfaces only. I force surfaces and depths also. Earth, you seem to look for something at my hands. Say, old top-nut, what do you want? Man or woman, I might tell you I like you, but cannot, and might tell you what it is in me, and what it is in you, but cannot, and might tell that pining I have, that pulse of my nights and days. Behold, I do not give lectures, or a little charity. When I give myself. You there, impotent, loose in the knees, open your scarfed chops till I blow grit within you. Spread your palms and lift the flaps of your pockets. I am not to be denied. I compel. I have stores plenty and to spare, and anything I have I bestow. I do not ask who you are. That is not important to me. You can do nothing and be nothing but what I will enfold you. To cotton field drudge or cleaner of privies I lean. On his right cheek I put the family kiss, and in my soul I swear I never will deny him. On women fit for conception I start bigger and nimbler babes. This day I am jetting the stuff of far more arrogant republics. To anyone dying, thither I speed, and twist the knob of the door. Turn the bedclothes toward the foot of the bed. Let the physician and the priest go home. I seize the descending man, and raise him with resistless will. O despairer, here is my neck. By God, you shall not go down. Hang your whole weight upon me. I dilate you with tremendous breath. I buoy you up. Every room of the house do I fill with an armed force, lovers of me, bafflers of graves. Sleep. I and they keep guard all night. Not doubt, not disease shall dare to lay finger upon you. I have embraced you, and henceforth possess you to myself. And when you rise in the morning, you will find what I tell you is so. 41. I am he, bringing help for the sick as they pant on their backs. And for strong, upright men I bring yet more needed help. I heard what was said of the universe, heard it, and heard it of several thousand years. It is middling well as far as it goes, but is that all? Magnifying and applying come I, outbidding at the start the old cautious hucksters, taking myself the exact dimensions of Jehovah, lithographing Kronos, Zeus his son, and Hercules his grandson, buying drafts of Osiris, Isis, Belus, Brahma, Buddha, in my portfolio placing Manitou loose, Allah on a leaf, the crucifix engraved. With Odin and the hideous-faced Mexitli, and every idol an image, taking them all for what they are worth, and not a cent more. admitting they were alive and did the work of their days. They bore mites as for unfledged birds, who have now to rise and fly and sing for themselves, accepting the rough deific sketches to fill out better in myself, bestowing them freely on each man and woman I see, discovering as much or more in a framer framing a house, putting higher claims for him there with his rolled up sleeves, driving the mallet and chisel, not objecting to special revelations, considering a curl of smoke or hair on the back of my hand just as curious as any revelation. Lads ahold of fire engines and hook and ladder ropes, no less to me than the gods of the antique wars, minding their voices peal through the crash of destruction, their brawny limbs passing safe over charred laths, their white foreheads whole and unhurt out of the flames. By the mechanic's wife, with her babe at her nipple, interceding for every person born, 3 scythes at harvest, whizzing in a row from 3 lusty angels with shirts bagged out at their waists, the snag-toothed hostler with red hair redeeming sins past and to come, selling all he possesses, traveling on foot to fee lawyers for his brother and sit by him while he is tried for forgery. What was strewn in the amplest strewing the square rod about me, and not filling the square rod then, the bull and the bug never worshipped half enough, dung and dirt more admirable than was dreamed. The supernatural of no account, myself waiting my time to be one of the supremes, the day getting ready for me, when I shall do as much good as the best, and be as prodigious, by my life lumps, becoming already a creator, putting myself here and now to the ambushed womb of the shadows. 42. A call in the midst of the crowd, my own voice, orotund, sweeping and final. Come, my children, come, my boys and girls, my women, household and intimates. Now the performer launches his nerve. He has passed his prelude on the reeds within. Easily written, loose-fingered chords, I feel the thrum of your climax and close. My head slews round on my neck. Music rolls, but not from the organ. Folks are around me, but they are no household of mine. Ever the hard unsunk ground, ever the eaters and drinkers, ever the upward and downward sun, ever the air and the ceaseless tides, ever myself and my neighbors, refreshing, wicked, real, ever the old inexplicable query, that of thorned thumb, that breath of itches and thirsts, ever the vexers hoot, hoot, till we find where the sly one hides, and bring him forth. Ever love, ever the sobbing liquid of life, ever the bandage under the chin, ever the trestles of death, here and there with dimes on the eyes walking, to feed the greed of the belly, the brains liberally spooning, tickets buying, taking, selling, but into the feast never once going, many sweating, plowing, thrashing, and then the chaff for payment receiving, a few idly owning, and they the wheat continually claiming. This is the city, and I am one of the citizens. Whatever interests the rest interests me. Politics, wars, markets, newspapers, schools, the mayor and councils, banks, tariffs, steamships, factories, stocks, stores, real estate, and personal estate. The little plentiful mannequins skipping around in collars and tailed coats. I am aware who they are. They are positively not worms or fleas. I acknowledge the duplicates of myself. The weakest and shallowest is deathless with me. What I do and say the same waits for them. Every thought that flounders in me the same flounders in them. I know perfectly well my own egotism, know my omnivorous lines, and must not write any less, and would fetch you, whoever you are, flush with myself. Not words of routine the song of mine, but abruptly to question, to leap beyond, yet nearer bring, this printed and bound book, but the printer and the printing office boy, the well taken photographs, but your wife or a friend close and solid in your arms, the black ship mailed with iron, her mighty guns and her turrets, but the pluck of the captain and engineers, in the houses the dishes and fare and furniture, but the host and hostess, and the look out of their eyes, the sky up there, yet here or next door, or across the way, the saints and sages in history, but you yourself, sermons, creeds, theology, but the fathomless human brain, and what is reason, and what is love, and what is life?